Hello, everyone, and welcome to Around Town. I'm Elizabeth Graff, and we're here today at Storm Center, downtown Dublin. I have Coach Carr with me. And, Coach, we had a lot of kids in here who were wrestling. There were various ages, but a lot of know-how definitely going on. Tell me what's going on here.
All right, we got an intensive camp going on, a more advanced intensive camp. It's just to fine-tune some things with these kids that's been on the mat for a while. Like you said, most of the kids that are here have 2 to 3 years under their belt or more. We had numerous kid state champions and some high school kids here as well. So it was just one of these camps where you just come in, try to fine-tune some skills, and then improve yourself. That's what it's all about.
And I could tell that they were learning a lot too.
Yeah, we threw a lot at them the first day. If they can pick up 1 or 2 things from this camp, it's a blessing. I mean, they're not going to absorb everything that they see here, but if they pick up 1 or 2 things here or there to help their process of improving as a wrestler, then that's what it's for. That's what it's all about.
So this wrestling camp that you have here going on this week, how long does it last for the advanced?
We go through Wednesday. It's from 8 to 12, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So anybody who's interested, they can come on down and check us out.
And you said it's from 8 to 12?
8 to 12. Mm-hmm.
And then you've got some coming up starting on the 16th of this month.
That's correct. That's a more slower paced class. It's called our beginners camp for guys who are interested in wrestling, who think they might want to try it. This is a perfect opportunity for them. It's for first year guys, guys who's a little wet behind the ears and still need that that one-on-one type training and everything. Mm-hmm. So that's a perfect camp. We go slow pace. We show them basic fundamentals, stuff that'll get you a good base in what you need in this sport.
Yeah. So I'm going to be talking to some of the parents and some of the kids who are here today. But I'd like to talk about you first.
Okay.
We need to get to know Coach Carr a little bit better here, don't we? So tell me your experience with wrestling.
Wow.
Let's start at the very beginning.
It might tell my true age, but anyway, me personally, I didn't start wrestling until I was in 7th grade. Uh-huh. But I was, I'm one of 8 kids, so it was 7 boys and 1 girl in my family. So, basically I had to learn wrestling at an early age, just to be able to eat back in the day.
Right, exactly. My chicken.
Yes, but I started, like I said, I was at West Lawrence. I started in the 7th grade, and I picked it up fairly easy. And it was just something that stuck with me. I really enjoyed it, and I've been doing it ever since. In high school, I was a 3-time state champ.
Wow.
Like a lot of hard work. I had great coaches back then, Hugh Kite and Larry Rowland and a couple other guys like that showed me basic fundamentals, and I just took off from there. I also got the chance to go to college. I went to UTC my freshman year, Tennessee Chattanooga. Then I transferred to a junior college in California.
Did you do wrestling during college?
Yes. I got a full scholarship to Tennessee Chattanooga. Then I decided to transfer to a junior college for a year to see. Then I won a junior college national title, and then I got a chance to go to the University of Minnesota and finish up my career there. So it was. I've been around
all
around the world with this sport and stuff. So it's been good to me.
Yeah, and then you came here and you opened up Storm Center. Tell me how that got started.
It got started. I was coaching at the high school for 11 years, mm-hmm. And I was doing on the side. I was doing little kids. We had started a Raider Storm club, wrestling club, and we was doing. And I was really enjoying that and stuff. And being with the high school, you tend to get burnt out a little bit sometimes. But I found myself enjoying the little kids more than I was at the high school and stuff. You don't have to beg those little kids to do stuff. You ask them to do something, boom, they up and go. Whereas high school, it gets a little complacent sometimes and stuff. And I had some friends that told me, maybe you should start your own business. Maybe you can get out there, because they had those same type schools up in Atlanta. There's like 3 or 4 of them up in Atlanta. And we had kids from down south traveling way up there just to get training.
That's a long way to drive.
It is. And my club was competing with these other schools and other wrestling schools from up in Atlanta. When we went to state, our kids would beat most of their kids. They said, you doing what they're doing up there, so why not start down here? So about 4 years ago, we finally anteed up and started our own little wrestling center. So,
have you been at this location?
No, this is our first year this full year at this location. We started out on Industrial Drive, and we bounced around, and so hopefully we can stay here for a while and get a foundation where everybody. It's a central location,
Exactly,
so
that's what I was
it's a
thinking.
great location,
Right.
and we have people walking by checking us out and stuff. And we've had walk-ups and all this stuff. So, plus you got the east side, you got Dublin, and the west side that all can convert.
Good
And
middle
plus-
ground.
Yes, it is, and plus Trinity, we're all here in one location. So, and just because I went to West Lawrence doesn't mean that I only coach West Lawrence guys. We coach everybody. We invite everybody to come train.
Right,
And
and
that's
you
what
also
it's all about.
have East Lawrence High
Yes.
School's coach. He brought his boys here.
Yes. We have East Lawrence. Like I said, we have East Lawrence. We got Trinity. We're trying to get more West Lawrence and more Dublin kids here. That's what it's all about. Iron sharpens iron. That's my philosophy. We're here to try to get this sport, bigger and better around this area. It was already big, but we wanted to get better, and we want everybody to improve. That's what it's all about.
Right.
Yes,
And that's what you're doing here today.
Yes.
And these kids they're really tough too. And it's not an easy sport.
No.
You get hurt.
Yes.
But I they stick it out. They don't give up.
Yes, this sport, it builds character. I mean, it's nothing easy about this sport. I mean, it's very demanding. It's mentally and physically demanding on you. And if you could stick it out and learn the ins and outs of it, you will be a lot better athlete, a lot better individual as you once you get out of the sport. So this sport teaches you discipline.
Yes.
I mean,
Confidence.
off the mat and on the mat. It
Yes.
teaches you a lot of discipline and confidence.
It
Yes, it does.
And just like you, my son, he started as a 7th grader at West Lawrence Middle School.
Okay.
And it's amazing the transformation from before he started to what kind of a person he is now. And he's confident and he's tough.
Yeah, it like I said, it instills that. I mean, myself as a coach, that's the one thing I want kids. When they step on the mat, I want them to be confident in what they do. If they're not confident, then the other kid's going to destroy them and stuff. And then they're going to learn that real quick and stuff after the first. So you got to be confident in what you're doing. You got to believe in what your coach is preaching to you, and you apply it, and hopefully you'll get the results that you're looking for. If not, you get back in there and work a little bit harder, and then go back at it again. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That's what
Now,
it's all about.
I have to ask, being up there in the bleachers watching the kids do their thing, how do they know, okay, I got to do this move now, I got to do this move next, and how do they get to understand that?
What it is repetition. During practice, you put those kids in those live match situations, and you rep it over and over and over. It becomes muscle memory.
Right.
So when you get in a certain situation where you shoot a half, or you're able to pin somebody with a cradle, or whatever, barbed wire, whatever. I mean, there's different terminology for a lot of moves. Most everybody know the same moves. It's the difference in good wrestlers and great wrestlers is great wrestlers hit those moves hard and fast.
Yes.
They hit them harder and faster than the next guy, and that's the difference in it. Mostly, they drill this stuff over and over, and it's like the back of their hand. They know how a guy feels, the position they're in, and they just go for it.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
Right, and the more experience you do, the more you come here,
That's it.
obviously. You kind of can, guess ahead on what your opponent's going to be doing.
That's
too.
correct. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to build confidence.
Yeah.
I can get in their heads. I got a loud voice, so they can't say they can't hear me from the sideline. So I'm over here yelling. So I yell quite a bit, but it's all about getting them confidence, hitting their moves, and not being afraid to try stuff. I got 2 sons that's
Right.
been around. They've done it for a while. One he won a high school state championship. He's won 3 kids.
This is
state
Bryce
titles.
you're talking
That
about?
is Bryce. That's Bryce. He's in college right now.
Uh-huh.
Then I got a younger one that's Brent. He's upcoming 7th grader. He's already won 6 kid state titles in a row. So he's learned from his big brother, and he's bound to outdo his older brother. That's his whole goal is to outdo him in there.
Oh.
And that's fine. You got that sibling rivalry. That's fine with me. As long as
He's
they
got goals.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So I mean, it has taught these kids.
Yeah.
Hard work, and that's what it's all about. Hard work is the foundation of the sport. If you don't work hard, you're not going to get the results you're looking for.
And it kind of helps that their dad is Coach Carr.
Well, yeah. If you ask them, it kind of hurts them because they know they got to come in here and work a lot. So,
Ooh,
but they'll be the better for it. So
Right.
we're all good. We're
So
all
let's
good.
talk about this wrestling class that you've got on the 16th. How can people find out more, sign their kids up, and how can they be prepared?
Actually, I'm on Facebook. You can hit me up on Facebook, online, at our website, at thestormwrestlingcenter.com, or you can look me up on Facebook. It should be sent out on a web blast from the rec department. If you get emails from the rec department, you should be able to see it there, and also in the local newspaper. We should be also have it in there.
Okay.
And we appreciate TV 35 coming down. You guys helping us out too,
yeah.
that. So.
Well, you know, I've got my boys. I'm going to be bringing them. I just called them and let them know. Guess what I'm going to sign you up for? They're going to be coming here next week.
Sounds great. We'd love to have them.
Definitely.
I mean, we're here to try to make them better and try to, like I said, spread the sport and try to build this sport up around here. Which we want to build something down here that's special. That when we go up to Atlanta and go to Kids State and go to high school state, they want that foundation from the Storm Center. Everybody know that's a Storm Center kid. You better come ready. You better come
representing Storm Center and Dublin.
Exactly, representing your whole community. This
Exactly.
this is for Lawrence County. Storm Center is for Lawrence County, and I want them to represent the right way. So
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
Awesome. So the class is it's $50.
It's $50 for that beginner's class, 2 days from 8 to 12. So
Now you have a deal if you bring in a friend.
exactly. I'll knock off $20 if you bring an additional friend with you and stuff. So yeah, I mean, the more the merrier. That's what we're trying to hit. That's what we're trying to do. If you have more partners here, you have a better opportunity to get better. Amongst yourselves, and like I said, sibling rivalries. If you got a friend that you like to compete with, tell them to come on in. I mean, that's what it's all about, and that's only going to make you better. It's only going to make you better.
And they're located right here on Main Street, across the street from Dino's.
From Dino's, it's 113 West Jackson Street. Yes, we're right across the street from Dino's, the old Mid-State Gymnastics place. So.
Right, so when you're done wrestling, you can head on.
Yes, sir. Yes, yeah. You can go, or you can get some barbecue plates. Yes, we're right downtown. Yeah, so we'll get you nice and hungry in here, and you guys can go eat and do what you need to do.
Ooh,
so.
Boy. Well, I thank you so much for talking with us.
Problem. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
We're going to go for a break right now, but when we return, we're going to talk with the kids and parents and check out more what's going on here at Storm Center. So stay with us. You're watching Around Town. Welcome back, everyone. We're here at Storm Center, and Coach Carr has got his wrestling going on. But next to me, I have a coach also. Could you tell us your name?
Coach Whidden, Clint Whidden.
And you're a coach for what?
East Lawrence High.
East Lawrence High School Wrestling. And you tell me, why did you bring your wrestling team here today?
Well, Gerald's a good coach and great to work with the kids, but it's also we never know who we're going to run into down here. The level of competition is high. Kids from all over come down here, and in your own workout room, you may not have exactly the right weight classes or enough kids to push your kids. When you're down here, you know, you see a lot of kids from all over who are into it and who care about wrestling, and your team guys can have a harder workout.
Yeah, and they're really getting a great workout here, and they're learning a lot too.
Sure.
Yeah. And how many kids did you bring here today?
Well, we only brought a handful because most of our kids are playing football.
Yeah.
So they are doing their football workout at the same time. So the non-football players are here now, getting a head start, and later on the rest of the team will join us.
Okay, well that's good. And tell me about how your experience in wrestling. How long have you been coaching?
I've been in wrestling for most of my life. You know, since I was born. My dad was a wrestling coach, and I've coached on and off for a long time.
Yeah. And I also have to ask, is it hard to sit here and not doing a little, backseat coaching while Coach Carr is doing his thing?
No, it's easy. It's easy. It's good. For me, it's good for the kids to get a different person's perspective on it, and that just adds to it.
And while you're watching the kids, are you also getting some, tips too?
Sure. I mean, Gerald always puts a new twist on stuff. It's stuff we've seen over and over, throughout the years. But every now and then, I'll hear something that he does that's different from how we teach it, and it's always good to pick up on that.
Yeah. How did your team do last year?
We did real well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And how are you hoping you'll be doing this coming year?
Well, we lost a lot, but we've got some young kids coming up, and we have high hopes.
Yeah. I think you guys are going to do great. I watched you guys out there, and it's so exciting being a parent up there in the bleachers and watching what these kids can do. It's amazing. They're very talented.
Yeah, it's a great sport. It's just one-on-one out there, and no excuses.
Yeah, you have to be flexible, and you have to have a lot of endurance, too.
Sure. Flexibility, strength, endurance, you have to have it all.
Mm-hmm. And what would you tell a kid out there who's interested in wrestling?
Don't just think because you're not a big, strong football player or you haven't excelled in something else. Don't avoid trying. Wrestling's a sport with weight classes, and the small guys get the same amount of points as the big guys.
Mm-hmm. And also to come out here to Coach Carr's class, and you can learn a lot, right?
That's right.
All right. Well, we're going to talk to some of the parents who are here also and get their perspective.
We moved here from Delaware last year and found out he had a club in Houston County, and we started going there. So.
Has he helped your son?
Oh, yes. My son, he's done good. We've been wrestling 5 years, so just cleaning up stuff. So it's good. Good training, good coach. We were very happy to come here and get with him.
So tell me about your son. How old is he, and what school does he go to?
He's 13. We go to Bon Air Middle. He's starting 7th grade. So.
And so is he going to continue with his wrestling?
Oh, yeah. We go all over. We travel all over. So we do everything. We've been to Virginia and Ohio and stuff. We're possibly going to New York this year for the summer to go wrestle some big duels there. So we travel.
What does your son think about coming here and having Coach Carr help him out?
It's excellent. It's the best choice we have around. It's awesome. So can't beat it. So yeah.
And as a parent, it's kind of hard for you not to just sit back and watch. You got to get involved and do a little coaching yourself too, right?
Oh yeah, I get involved. I don't know if you saw me. I was sitting there just helping the other one. We brought one of his friends with him and we're helping him. So he's new. So.
And it's pretty exciting when you're watching your own kid out there doing the wrestling, seeing what his potential is.
Oh yeah, it's even better when you teach him stuff, or like Carr teaches him something. You see him using it, new moves and stuff like that. You get different situations. So we're always trying to train to beat other kids. So we want to go and be undefeated, go to college, do everything like that. So his ultimate goal. Olympics is in his sights too. He wants to do that. So I don't know. So.
And if anyone told you their kids thinking about doing wrestling, would you recommend Coach Carr?
Yes, we do it all the time. Yeah, I always recommend him. Like yesterday, we were at a party and we tried to get some more kids to come. So hopefully they're from Australia, so hopefully they show up. So it's all good. We're always trying to push this program. So especially in Warner Robins, it's a lot of new kids there. So we're always trying to get it. So that's why we travel to Dublin to wrestle, because there's always a lot of kids in this room. So.
How important it is for you to make sure that your kid gets the right knowledge, the right way to do the techniques?
It's the difference between winning states and not winning states. So that's the biggest difference. So, and we always train to beat. We want to beat the elite kids. We go looking for them. He has a bunch here. We come here and we train with them, and we do what we got to do to win.
All right, now I have a grandmother who is here. This is Kara Whittle, and you have a grandson that's here. Tell us his name.
Kyle Curry.
Okay, and tell me about bringing Kyle here to Coach Carr's Storm Wrestling.
His mother brings me in the morning time, and I pick him up. Mm-hmm. And we've done this for several years now. We follow him wherever he goes.
Yeah.
He's good. He's really good.
Now, before he was in wrestling, were you interested in watching wrestling at all?
He was.
He was.
And as a family, we all, got my kids were in wrestling. My little boy was. He's 35 years old now.
You already were in it. You knew.
We knew.
Yeah.
We knew. And we know what to expect and all the above. So.
It is so exciting to be able to sit up in the bleachers and watch it.
Oh, yes. And you're just like you're down there, wrestling with them. You move, your muscles are sore when you leave the the stadium,
And the adrenaline rush, too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And when you bring him here, or you're picking him up from here, knowing that he's getting the know-how, the ins and outs, the techniques and tricks,
Right.
it makes you feel better.
It does, because I know he's learning the right way, and he's Gerald's great. It really is.
And so you said he's been coming here for 3 years.
I think we were someplace else, then we came here for last year and this year. So we have definitely followed Gerald.
Has he tried any moves on you? Not Coach Carr, but your grandson.
No, my grandson. Yes, around the legs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
Nana can't handle that, though.
No,
Nana can't handle that. So.
He has to warn you when he does that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it's a lot of fun, too.
It
I'm
is.
sure they're
and,
loving
and,
it.
and they do so much better in school and their personal lives. They really do. They learn a lot.
I think it really boosts their confidence.
It does.
Too.
It really does. It really boosts their confidence, and they know what to expect in here and there.
Yes. And not only that, it keeps them active. It keeps them healthy.
Right. It does. It really does.
All right. Well, thank you so much for
You're
talking.
quite welcome. You're quite welcome. Thank you.
Well, I go to Trinity Christian School. I'm a rising 7th grader, and I decided to come here because I tried a wrestling camp when I was in 5th grade, and I loved it. And I tried it again 6th grade, and I'm here. This is an amazing place. I love learning how to wrestle.
And what do you think about Coach Carr?
He's tough, but I think that we need it because wrestling's a tough sport. Yeah.
You can't just be out there thinking you know what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing, and he's helping you out with that.
Yeah, it's definitely that.
And what about all the other kids here? Are you meeting new friends? You got some kids here who you know?
They're mostly from Northwest Lawrence. I'm getting some new friends, but I'm still getting to know everybody. Yeah, so.
And you're still pumped, too. It's hard for you to stay still.
I love wrestling. What can I say?
Wrestling's an amazing sport. I love it.
Yeah. And what school do you go to?
Bonnier Middle.
Yeah. So what do you think about getting all the know-how from Coach Carr?
He's a great coach, and that he pushes me.
And he's pretty tough, too.
Yes.
But not only is he tough, but he's a great guy.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're going to come back again, do more wrestling?
Yes.
What do you see yourself doing when you get older?
I want to go into the Olympics and go wrestle. Yeah.
I think that Coach Carr is going to help you succeed with that goal?
Yes.
Are you meeting new friends here?
Yes. Yeah.
And what do you think about having your dad here? I'm pretty sure that you see him on the sidelines. Do you also, look over at your dad along with Coach Carr?
Yes.
Yeah.
We came here with Coach Witten hoping for a little bit better opportunity to get him started at wrestling. I've been doing it for years, but thought it'd be a good opportunity to come down here and learn something new during the summer. Maybe be a little bit more effort into doing nothing all summer long.
Are you learning a lot of new things, too?
A lot more than what our old coach taught us. He wasn't as good of a coach as this one is.
It's on TV now, so don't embarrass nobody.
Nope, I'm going to speak.
You got some knowledge from your old coach. You just get an extra from Coach Carr. And, so, both of them probably are bringing you to where you are now.
Yes, that is true. They were both very helpful in the progression. So were the past coaches that I've also had.
And this is your, how long have you been wrestling?
It's the first time.
First day.
Yeah, first day, literally.
Tell me, how's it going so far?
It was going swell. So I hurt myself, but then again.
But you stuck with it, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And what do you think about Coach Carr himself?
He seems like a good man.
Are you going to come back?
I'll be back tomorrow.
Why not this afternoon at 6?
Well, I'm going to be there too. We just did national publicity.
All right, well, good luck, guys.
Thank you, and we
Thank
hope
you.
for a better opportunity in the future.
Stop!